There's a moment you probably know in your body. It's late. Your phone is half charged, and there's another message from someone who isn't doing well. Your friend is crying about him. Again. Your mom calls with the same problem she called about last week. A colleague needs something because there's no one else. So you pick up the phone. You type. You explain. You comfort. You figure it out. Then you put it down and stare at the ceiling. And inside, it's not quiet. There's something there that's heavy and still. Something that doesn't have a clean name. Not anger. Not tiredness exactly. Just empty. And you think, something is wrong with me. Normal people don't get tired from helping. Normal people don't feel this weight when someone needs them again. Here's where it's worth stopping, because this isn't about you becoming cold. It's not about you caring less about the people in your life. It's not selfishness, and it's not a sign that something in you has broken. What's actually happening here is something simpler and deeper. Your nervous system is not infinite. It's a resource. And when you give from it constantly, without pause, without replenishment, at some point there simply isn't anything left to take. But it's not just that you give a lot, it's how you give. You don't just help, you carry. You carry someone else's anxiety as if it's yours, someone else's pain as if it's yours, someone else's decisions as your personal responsibility. You don't stand beside them. You put your shoulder under a weight that was never meant to be yours, and you hold it for a long time. There are people for whom helping is a choice. They help when they have the energy, when they want to, when it comes from a place of fullness. They can say, I can't right now, and not feel guilty about it. And then there are people for whom helping is a condition for being needed, a condition for keeping closeness, a condition for staying good. For them, the word no isn't a boundary, it's a threat to being loved. If the second one sounds familiar, there's another layer worth understanding. This pattern didn't arrive out of nowhere. It formed, slowly, over years, in situations where you needed to be attuned to others, to read the room, to not add to the tension, to be the one who holds things together. Maybe there was someone in your life who struggled, and you learned to notice it before they even said a word. Maybe you were praised for being wise, for being helpful, for being strong, and no one asked what you needed in return. Maybe that's just how your family worked. Some people hold, and some people lean. And you learned, being needed means being safe. Helping means staying close. Saving someone means being enough. Your nervous system memorized this. Now it reads other people's pain as a signal to act. You don't get a chance to think. You're already inside it, already solving, already carrying. Your body responds before your mind has a chance to ask, do I actually want to do this right now? Do I have anything left to give? And here's what matters most. The fact that you're exhausted doesn't make you a bad person. It means you've been a good person at your own expense for too long. Caretaker fatigue isn't coldness. It's your body honestly telling you, I can't keep holding someone else's weight instead of your own. And most women at this exact point do the same thing. They feel guilty. Guilty for being tired. Guilty for wanting silence. Guilty for the thought that surfaces sometimes. Why does no one ever ask how I'm doing? That guilt isn't your conscience talking. It's an old program that says, if you're not helping, you're not valuable. If you're not carrying, you won't be loved. That's not the truth. It's just a very old and very familiar fear. Your needs are not an inconvenience. Your exhaustion is not weakness. Your desire to go quiet, to not answer, not solve, not show up for a while. That's not selfishness. That's your nervous system asking to be given back what belongs to it. You can't help from empty. From empty, you can only give the appearance of help at a very high cost to yourself. Being present with someone in their pain doesn't mean taking their pain into yourself. Feeling them doesn't mean carrying them. Loving someone doesn't mean losing yourself inside that love. The mature position isn't, I don't need anything. It's, I may need something too, and that doesn't make me a bad person. I can be present and still remain myself. I can care and still not disappear. And now, honestly, when was the last time someone asked how you were doing with the same attention you give everyone else? Or have you been someone's anchor for so long that you stopped expecting that question back?